Hey everybody, it's Brian with Arise Milwaukee. 2020 certainly has been a year to remember, or possibly maybe a year that we want to forget. But as we look forward to 2021, and as we look forward to what the Wisconsin Catholic Youth Rally is going to look like next year, we're hopefully excited about new beginnings, new opportunities, and new chances to kind of grow in our faith and to grow closer to Christ. And the Wisconsin Catholic Youth Rally, which is what I want to talk to you about for a moment today, is going to look just a little bit different than what we're used to in 2021. Now we do have the dates scheduled. It's March 12th and March 13th. March 12th is going to be for the Catholic school students, 6th through 8th grade, and March 13th is going to be 6th through 12th grade. We are going to be hosting it this year at Holy Apostles Parish in New Berlin from 9 a.m. until noon. So it's going to be a shorter event with no meals, no mass, no confessions, more socially distant, but yet still the same great Wisconsin Catholic Youth Rally type experience that you've come to experience with the Josh Blakesley Band, Nick Frank, and various other speakers and priests. So it's going to be a great day. But I want to tell you a little bit about the differences this year between the WCYR of the past, which we hope to return to in 2022, and what you're going to experience this year. So you've probably heard that we're going to be both in person and virtual, right? So you're probably thinking, okay, in person, well, I might want to come to that. So let me tell you about that first. At this point, we are anticipating that we can have about 200 people with the current COVID-19 restrictions. Now that could certainly get better as we get closer to March, and hopefully we can have more people. At this rate right now, we're going to open up registration on January 4th, assuming that 200 people is the number we can take. After 200, we'll start a waiting list, and if we can take more, we certainly will. So I would highly recommend, if you want to come in person, that you register right away on January 4th. Now, for those of you that maybe don't feel as comfortable about coming in person, no big deal. That's why we have the live stream virtual experience. Now, before some of you immediately turn off this video and say, wait a minute, I've had about enough of Zoom meetings this past year. There's no way I'm going to sit through another virtual experience, right? That's probably what some people are thinking. Well, let me give you just a couple of thoughts on this experience, because we don't want this to be just like any other Zoom meeting that you've had. The Wisconsin Catholic Youth Rally virtual experience is going to be different, and we want to start by asking you to help set up the experience differently yourself. First and foremost, we really highly encourage that you gather together your group in a space, probably something similar to this. You know, this is a arts and activities center that they have at this parish. Maybe you have a parish hall or a church or a gymnasium or a gathering space or a narthex that you can get in. You know, set up chairs, set up LED lights, a stage, the altar, a crucifix, make a sacred space, turn the lights down, put up the projector and the screen. Try to really set it up as something different. Because as we know, the definition of our word retreat means to get away, right? And so in this case, if you're doing a virtual experience, we really can't necessarily get away because we're doing it virtually, but you can try to set the space up and make it feel different for your teenagers so that they feel like it's a different experience. So that's step number one. Gather together in a setting like this. Please don't watch it on your smartboard or encourage people to watch it from their TVs at home unless there's absolutely no other option to do, because I guarantee it'll feel more like a rally if they're gathering together as a group. Secondly, the event does end at noon. We would highly encourage you to continue the event after that by maybe gathering together for ordering pizza together, and maybe you break out into your groups, your small groups or your classroom groups, and you have pizza and you do a little small group discussion, or maybe you do an activity and you continue the event going along. Another option might be to have ice cream at the end of the day. Again, to try to make this feel a little bit special, a little bit different from what they're used to on a regular school day or a regular religious ed formation program. Here's another idea for you. If you're in a school setting on the Friday event, have them come out of uniform. You know, getting out of that comfort zone, a little bit different. Maybe they come in their spirit wear that day, or they come all wearing the color purple for Lent, or whatever it's going to be. You know, but try to make it feel different so that they're comfortable, they're relaxed. It feels like a retreat. It feels like something different than coming to school or formation. Another idea could be start the day with Mass. Our event starts at 9. Maybe you gather together in the church first at 8 o'clock, do a short 45-minute Mass, or you end the day with Mass. Maybe ask your parish priest if he would hear confessions at the end of the day for the students, or continue the day with small groups or an outdoor activity if the weather's nice, Whatever you can do to try to make it feel more interactive, make it feel like a retreat, a youth rally, as opposed to just watching something on TV. So these are all just little ideas that you can do first and foremost yourself to make it a great experience. So setting the space, setting the tone. If you have questions about that, feel free to call us. We'd love to help give some input or even help you with ideas on that as well. And here's what we want to do to help set the tone for the day, that this is going to be a little different. This isn't just going to be a plug and play experience. Firstly, we're going to have a game that's going to be, we're going to deliver a prize to each parish or each school that's going to be participating, and that way every school can participate in the game and have a winner where we can actually give out a prize at that school. A second thing that we want to do, we're trying to gather rosaries, either donated or purchased, that we can then deliver to the schools. And when we have our couple decades of the rosary that we're going to do, you can hand out the rosary to each of your participants and they can pray along with us and feel like they're part of the experience when they would normally get a rosary if they were at Carroll University on a regular WCYR. Another way, on Friday and hopefully on Saturday, we're going to actually go on location to 2 schools and hopefully Saturday to 2 parishes with tablets, and we're going to actually break into the live stream at that location. So if your parish or your school would be interested in being an on-location site, please call me, let me know. We would love to come on location. We'd love to have one of your students lead a decade of the rosary. There's going to be a time where Nick Frank, our host, is going to actually lead us in a Lectio Divina guided reflection, and he's going to actually pose some questions, and then he's going to take answers from the audience, and we'll break into the stream again at XYZ school, at XYZ parish, and be able to get answers from the audience, not just at Holy Apostles. So again, trying to bring in the audience from other locations. And finally, this is probably the most important way that we're going to make this interactive, Eucharistic adoration. We are highly encouraging you to have live adoration at your school or at your parish. Just like you see here in this setting, they have an altar set up in this activity center. Set up the altar, have your priest or deacon come in when it's time for adoration. Continue the live stream so you can hear Josh Blakesley leading the worship and you'll hear the speakers talking, but have the actual adoration live and in person, so that way it's a really powerful experience for them with the Eucharist, body, blood, soul, and divinity present before them. If you cannot get your priest or deacon to help, please let us know. We have some priests or deacons that are willing to come and assist as well. So that is really the key thing, because I think watching adoration on TV is fine, but certainly it's never going to change actually having it live and in person. So that would be the best way that you can do it. And then it truly is the body and blood present here, but yet they're getting the youth rally experience through the audio feed and the music and the powerful prayer experience. So hopefully you can see that this is a different kind of live stream experience. We don't want to just have it be something that you're sitting on TV and staring at a video. We have plenty of that in our lives. We're all sick of Zoom meetings, we're sick of Zoom classes, and we really want something different. Let me tell you really quick before I go, our theme this year is Fiat, right? And I think it's a great theme because, you know, Mary said yes to being the mother of God. She said yes to being our mother, and she continues to say yes on our behalf. But she is then calling us to respond to her yes by saying yes to God as well. And I think with 2021 gives us the opportunity now to say yes to God in a new way. This has been a rough year. It certainly has been for a lot of people in a lot of ways, and we're happy to see that calendar turning, right? And now this is an opportunity for us to give our little fiats, to say yes to God, and to have new beginnings and a new opportunity to meet Christ, and to meet Christ in the Catholic Church. And so we hope and pray that you'll join us at this year's Wisconsin Catholic Youth Rally, whether you come in person or you join us virtually. Please let us know if you have any questions or if there's anything we can do to assist you. And more information can be found on this event at arisemke.org/WCYR. Thanks a lot, and we'll see you at the Wisconsin Catholic Youth Rally on March 12th and 13th. God bless.